Now, granted, I don't believe this, right? I actually don't believe this, but I'm not gonna lie. Future, he's doing too much to make it. It's kind of like he's trying to snitch on himself, but I don't even think this happened. So I gotta believe that. I don't think this is random either. Rappers at this level, you've been around this long. Future, I'm not saying he's a wordsmith. He's not Kendrick Lamar. He's not, of course, the GOAT, El Drake. But Future knows how to control his words. And anything he's saying is for a reason. So if Future is rapping like this, I'm thinking he's trying to, at least make it seem like some shit happened. You feel what I'm saying? You are the one. They say check Atlantaology. All right, let's check Atlantaology. Do I need to check? You know they have a Ratlanta. They have a Ratlanta Reddit now. You know, right? Atlantaology. Is it? Can I find it? Atlantaology. Here we go. What the? At the hill. Gonna mention Thug. I said, man, these niggas is hell. They might as well just add the rest to the group call. That's Big Bank right here in the corner. Big Bank. This is Future. Y'all can hear me, right? Y'all can't hear me? Oh, we're not live on the Academy yet. Going through that shit with P. Okay, we're getting up there. We're getting up there. Okay. Somebody says Future Latto in a car and diss 21 about it on Brazier. Where do y'all come up with this? Yo, let me tell you this. Yo, I want to give a PSA, like a real quick PSA. I've told people this. For y'all own sanity, and anytime y'all got a group or y'all got a podcast, Reddit's an amazing place. But it's a place that breeds like parasocial, like people that become antagonists and want to see drama, right? Like, for example, it's only good for like drill because that's what that entire scene is about. So they'll be like, yo, you seen so-and-so baby mama like this person's thing? Yo, so-and-so hanging with the ops, da-da-da-da. And that bleeds into the music, so it makes sense. I've said this continually. I don't think no creator should check their own Reddit. Check everybody else's Reddit, not your own. The reason why is that when you go on Reddit, they're going to create some shit. And I'm not saying sometimes maybe it's not true, but like they'll also take it further because they want to see straight. Now, Future. So now I'm supposed to believe that the reason why Future and 21 Savage don't get along, and this is probably such, and I'm really going off of the chat because I could tell. I'd be like, bro, why you even buy into this? I'm just going with the chat. Future Latto in a car and diss 21 about it. What? And Latto went on Angel Reese interview around that same time talking about she a rapper in a car. What? Let's look at the lyrics. Let's look at the lyrics, man. Here we go. It says Future Brazier. When did this song drop? Oh, September 20th. Okay. I took him cheap prices up high. I'm really the biggest. I'm really the biggest homie you got. I'll fuck up rapper bitch in the whip. Write her a verse. Give her a little clout. Tiptoe on the marble. Now, I gotta be honest with you. At least this might be generic Future lyrics, chat. Like, Future kind of raps like this all the time. I got real coke, real cocaine on my collar. She a nympho, benzo, just hit the lotto. Put them yellow diamonds on a black bitch, call her mulatto. Now, granted, I don't believe this, right? I actually don't believe this, but I'm not gonna lie. Future, he's doing too much to make it. It's kind of like he's trying to snitch on himself, but I don't even think this happened. So I gotta believe that. I don't think this is random either. Rappers at this level, you've been around this long. Future, I'm not saying he's a wordsmith. He's not Kendrick Lamar. He's not, of course, the GOAT, El Drake. But Future knows how to control his words, and anything he's saying is for a reason. So if Future is rapping like this, I'm thinking he's trying to, at least make it seem like some shit happened. You feel what I'm saying? Okay. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm surprised that he would play around with the word lotto. I'm actually surprised he would, honestly. Bitch drink 1940, deuce like Moscato. She the butt naked truth, and this bitch swallow. Took a whole month from the day I met her and spent $1 million. Okay. I just made her ex pissed off all the shit I bought. I got a bad habit, taking chicks out, going to the mall. I drink lean, but I'm a big dog, so I bought the bar. Dick her down till her body starts shaking. She in shock. I talk drugs, I talk diamonds, I talk money. A shala? I don't know what that means. That's my bitch. I'm throwing a rollie on her arm. Turn a baddie to a boss overnight. She a star. My little bitch hitting them licks every day. Credit card. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm in a. I ain't gonna lie. This is more complex than I've seen any Kendrick Lamar song other than Euphoria. I can't even lie. Shit, this is some bars. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm in the deep end swimming with the sharks. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm in a Ibiza letting these freaks suck my cock. My bitch staying down with me, shooting stars. Oh, Lord. I take sticks with me, and I take killers where I go. By the count a million ticket till my wrist lock up. Fuck another checkup every time we leave the store. Pop so many tags, I forgot how many cars I got. Wrapped a soldier rag round the gun, Louis Vuitton. I ain't gonna lie, these bars kind of seem so fire, I might have to play the song. I never even heard this fucking song. I ain't gonna lie to you. And Future one of them niggas where it usually sound fire, and then when you look at the lyrics, you're like, oh, okay, cool. But the lyrics look fire. Let me go listen to this shit. Hold on. I can't feel most cheap. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So, fucking this on the bottom. So, oh my God. Yeah. And so, hold up. I'm gonna say coincidence on this though. Let me just watch the video. Because rappers be slick too. I don't think so. Again, number one, I don't believe nothing happened. By the way, I have no proof either way. Truth be told, I never heard none of this stuff. People started sending me this today, and I really think this is a Reddit creation. And honestly, just to let y'all know, I didn't hit Savage or nothing like that. Like, yo, fuck all that. I ain't got time for that. So I don't know, but I think this might be a Reddit creation. But shit, I guess this is like people kind of lean into these things. All right, this is a generic Future video. Okay. All right. Keep in mind, Future album dropped 9/20. The podcast dropped the day before. Let me hear this. Let me see. Oh, ain't that Thug's girl? Oh, shit.
I won't ride it in the car.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, tight. Mm-hmm. I like that.
Oh, my God. I just did something for the first time yesterday. In the car. You're a freak. What you did? You're a freak. Some thought shit. You're a freak.
It's some freaky leaks on this couch right now. I'm gonna tell you that.
It was turned though. It was.
You had a good time.
It was
This is
turned.
rated R.
It was turned. I started my purr yesterday. So,
Anyway, now it's Magic Monday.
My thigh won't ride it in the car.
Oh, yeah, tight. Mm-hmm. I like that.
Oh my God. I just did something for the first time yesterday. In the car. You're a freak. What you did? You're a freak. Some thought shit. You're a freak.
It's some freaky leaks.
That doesn't really tell us anything. That doesn't really tell us anything. This is the problem with Reddit. Nah, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't believe that. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. And also, like, it's one of those things too. I don't even want to. This ain't. This is beyond me. I don't want. I'm good. But I see the Atlantaology people, kind of like drumming this up. What I would say is this, right? And I guess there's rumors that like Savage and Latto go together. Always, that's news to me. You know what I mean? That's news. But still, one of the reasons I don't even believe this is that let's think about Savage and Future's relationship or lack thereof. There are two Atlanta legends. They've been around for over a decade, and they have one song together. And it's a song that that song like Savage is like one of his first tapes, right? And then I believe, let me see. I believe Young Nudy has a song with Future, right? He has a song with Future. Let me see what I'm saying. Not this one, not this one. Is it the Zone 6 joint or is it I guess it is a Zone 6. Is there a video for Zone 6? Yeah. Is? No. That's Nudie Future. Let's see. I guess it would be.
You rap nigga picking real one.
I'm just trying to see if there's like a music video with both of them. Yeah, I don't know. I believe whatever issue it is, I'm with y'all. I believe there has been an issue. So if I have to like, all right, let me try to recenter. So there's a few things about this Future and 21 Savage thing that I'm confused about. Now, this is how I look at things. All y'all Atlanta folks, please tell me if I'm bugging, right? Please tell me if I'm bugging and maybe I don't know Atlanta and some of my assumptions are clearly false. Now, to me, from what everybody, and I'm not only getting it from one person, okay? I have multiple sources in and outside of Atlanta, and that's where I'm kind of taking everything I've heard and kind of saying whatever. Now, I do think there's a problem, or there was a problem. It could look like everything's forgiven. And we don't want to drum nothing up if everything's forgiven. They both look like they were happy on the phone. And if they're happy on the phone, let's just let it be because at least they're cool now, right? We're not trying to start issues because you know what rappers like to do. They'll not be cool, and then they'll accuse us of, yo, man, is that pussy ass nigga act? He be instigating. Like, no, I don't want. I'm glad everybody's on the phone. So, but I just want to, we're just talking about, I guess, the past here. I do believe there was an issue. I don't know what the issue is. I do believe as well. I'm sounding like Candace Owens right now, but it's okay. I do believe this issue also included the collab album with Drake. I've heard that from many people. Many people in the industry have heard it, that Future didn't like that Drake did a collab album with another Atlanta rapper that wasn't Future. Okay? So I do think that's part of it. But I really kind of took that to be more of why Future was committal to the project with him and Metro. Remember, he went to go do his own collab album with Metro, and he says, and it was called We Don't Trust You, and then We Still Don't Trust You, 2 albums. I always took that as more of a response or a shot at Drake, and that's where maybe him and Drake's rift was kind of happening more. Okay, also remember when he spoke about What a Time to Be Alive, he said it never happened. Also, Wait for Me. The energy was off there, and he never performs that song. He never performs Wait for Me, right? And neither of them really kind of showed up. So clearly Future and Drake, there was something there. Could it be like a bitch or something like that in the background? I don't know. All these niggas seem super P, quote unquote, but you never know. A lot of times I always look for the girl. I always look for the girl that they both fucked, or yo, you knew that's not one of the ones that everybody fucked. That's my ting right there, you know? But, you know, I don't know of any particular girl. There's been rumors of girls, but we don't know. So I always thought it was a Future and Drake thing when it came to that collab album with Savage, more than it was a Future and Savage thing. But when you put it in totality, they've never really done music together. They seem to be on opposite sides. And even when, you know, Future did like a song with Nudie, the nigga didn't want to do the video. You feel me? And like, I'm looking at like, well, it don't look like Future's kind of like showing love, or it don't look like they're showing Future love. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't know what the issue is. Now, this is where Atlanta probably could fill me in, right? And this is where I talk to Atlanta people to get some information. When I think about Savage and like his faux L niggas, right? They're like faux L. Like, I hear shit, right? I hear things. I hear they're a bunch of gangsters, right? Like, like they, if you ever hear about them in Atlanta, they're doing some bunch of gangster stuff, right? Let's not get further than that. That's also the cloth that Savage is kind of from. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you. I think when Fonny was going around, I think Savage at one point was probably like, hey, you know what I mean? Let me read a book. Let me just act like I'm doing something constructive. I don't hear that about Future. And I'm not saying anything that he not tough, whatever. But he's not like, I hear about YSL niggas doing their thing on the street. The 4L niggas is doing their thing on the streets. The 4PF niggas, I don't know if they still call 4PF, doing their thing on the street. Future just be kicking it. You know, he got niggas that's in the streets, of course, but like, I wouldn't imagine 4L or Savage's people would beef with Future and Future's people, because like, those aren't two competing factions in the streets. Do you get what I'm saying? So I'm not really trying to say who's soft, who's tough. I'm just saying they're not both running with niggas who's in the streets, or maybe some, because this happens a lot too. Sometimes, and Atlanta's really good at this. Atlanta is really good at some shit happening in the streets. The internet never knows. Sometimes a couple Reddit niggas knows. They be like, no, it's because so-and-so got his chain taken. Oh, yo, nah, he's seen him down there at Magic City and he slapped him. And, yo, this shit been beef ever since. We've never heard that. And no Atlanta nigga has ever told me that. Remember that one nigga we played last night? He's the first nigga who said some shit about the condo, right? The condo saying that, yo, 21 Savage. Let me see. 21 Savage. Future beef. Why? Like, where's the old head at? Yeah, this guy right here, right? Yeah, he's the only one I heard.
Trial of the
Oh, I just watched some shit.
Right?
You know, Free Bands and 21 Savage Crew, they don't get along.
Now, I don't know about that. Like when people tell me about Free Band, they don't tell me like them niggas is like terrorizing the streets. Like, nigga, I ain't gonna lie to you. This is why I think Lil Baby changed his whole crew name. Nigga, I don't live in Atlanta, nigga. I haven't been in Atlanta in years. I was hearing about them 4PF niggas terrorizing shit, which obviously Baby might not even know them niggas. Or not, I don't mean know them. He might not know all the 4PF niggas. So if there's a sweeping 4PF indictment, I think that's why he changed the name. If there's a sweeping 4PF indictment, he don't want to be up in court like, who the fuck is this guy here? Who is that? And so I think that's why he just said, all right, you know what? For the niggas that I do know, we're going to call ourselves some different shit. Because what happens in like these gangs or whatever, it gets so big, you get all these new niggas who got other beef going on, and you're like, yeah, I don't really part of that beef over there. So, yeah, somebody says 4L run Atlanta. Hey, you know, you ever heard that argument that Savage had? 4L, no, 21 Savage Clubhouse. I don't know
You
who he
just
was
said-
arguing with.
I want no bitch. Now you trying to say I'm a bitch.
That shit rap.
So you saying I'm a bitch
say
now.
what you
So you
saying
saying I'm a bitch. You
Would he go
saying I'm a
down?
bitch now.
Would
You
he go
saying I'm a
down?
bitch.
Would he go down though?
You wouldn't win.
Man, all right, I know that, right? Would he go down? Would you
Why
be able
you-
to
why
talk
you
like
keep-
a bitch?
why-
That
why
nigga
you-
you can walk up on mush, say anything to, and nothing gonna happen.
I don't know.
All right, then.
I
nigga,
can't
all
say
that
you
talk,
ain't.
nigga.
I can't say you
All that
ain't or
talk,
you
bro, you a
is, but
rapper, bro. You
on
a
my
rapper.
kids, I say the same shit to your face though. On my kids, I say the same shit to your face.
I don't know who these other guys are, but when I was listening to this, I was thoroughly intrigued, and all I knew is that Savage does a drop mic moment where he's like, "We've been giving you niggas belt for a long time," and you could hear a pin drop on the fucking floor in the clubhouse room. So I'm like, "Oh, these 4L niggas is serious." I don't even know who they are. You know what I mean? Actually, no, I've been around a couple, but I think these are the rapper guys though. These are the rapper guys. When I went to Atlanta with Savage, I saw some of the. Yeah, there was niggas there, bro. There was niggas. I don't know who's who.
That's crazy.
Who name I said?
That's crazy.
Who name I said?
So you ain't just say niggas' names. More than one hand.
What?
Here we go.
I bet you can't count on more than one hand.
Yeah.
Dumbass nigga, that ain't me bragging, nigga. I don't even wear jewelry, nigga. Fuck is you talking about, nigga?
So you don't brag.
The fuck, nigga? That ain't what, man, bro. All right, bro. You just
So you
saying
don't
anything.
brag.
You just saying
You
anything
just
now,
said I got
gang.
50 million. You ain't popping no shit.
Cause you saying that I move around cautious, nigga. I'm telling you why I move around cautious. I'm telling you why, dumbass nigga. That ain't me bragging, nigga. That ain't bragging, dickhead.
Right or wrong?
By the way, I think the dude is accusing Savage of moving around, with a like. Don't everybody wear shiesty? Like, yeah, yo. If I'm a famous rapper and like somehow, yo, I'm so amazed by Atlanta. I really got to go there and like really observe the city and kind of get to know it a lot more. How is there so many? Yo, we talked to Bow Wow. You got Bow Wow, JD. Is Soulja Boy down there? No, Soulja Boy in LA, right? Gucci somewhere around there, right? Is Jeezy still down there in Atlanta, right? He down there. You got T.I. down there. You got Baby down. Like, how does all these rappers? I feel like Atlanta isn't as big as New York City, is it? Like, how the fuck do all these rappers like live there and don't bump into each other all the time? Yo, in New York City, niggas bump into each other all the time, or they don't go out.
Cause he Blue gonna keep it real. He not gonna lie. He ain't gonna lie, nigga. No matter what we going through, I'ma keep it real, nigga.
I ain't get away, bro. Nigga, I ain't gonna cap, bro, on some real shit. I don't even care about shit like.
Bitch, gang. He said that already. Nigga, like, damn.
Man,
I done brought more of your niggas home than you, nigga. Them facts, nigga. Fuck is you talking about, nigga? Yeah, nigga, big homie on the phone with their ass now.
Man, free room.
Alright, that's all I want to know. Niggas on this bitch acting like I'm just a rap nigga like that.
Yeah.
Oh, damn, that nigga cold.
I always been around, like right before I got locked up. Like
He ain't saying
nah, man, I just told you right before I got locked up. Like this when he locked in with us. I ain't saying like.
Oh, he wasn't no face back then. Well, but when you got out, he came a face.
Shit, since
He ain't out, nigga. He still locked up.
Oh, damn, that nigga cold. What the fuck? That nigga hard, damn. Damn. I was thinking that nigga free as hell. Free folks, though.
Hey, Blue, keep it real. I ain't no real nigga. Nigga. Fuck is you talking about, nigga? Yeah, nigga, big homie on the phone with their ass.
Like,
Okay.
nigga fuck me, nigga shit me.
Look, you're not on that, bro. Stop. Nigga, I'm a Frankie. I want you.
Okay. Anyway, it's like a long thing. You guys can go watch if you want to. But I'm just telling you, and again, I got no information. So I hear the 4PF niggas get active. I just never heard Atlanta streets are getting terrorized by the FBG dudes. And I'm not saying they're not tough. Like, so, you know what I mean? Again, I'm a civilian. So, you know what I mean? By the way, I'm not Trap Lord Ross in this, but I don't, like, from what I hear, they dope, they cool dudes, they are outside, but I don't hear that they beefing with people like that, right? I hear them other niggas, they're all getting it in, right? Cool. So I'm going back to what could a issue be, because I do think there was an issue. I just don't know what it could be over. I would say it's the Drake mixtape, or well, not mixtape, but the collab album, But didn't her loss drop like 2 years ago? Yo, Savage been out for like since 2016, 2017. They've never worked together. So I think that something must have happened. So then I'm like, well, maybe some street shit. Well, I don't see them. I guess this guy's trying to like put me up on some street shit that happened. But I haven't ever heard that from Atlanta dudes.
Lives. You know what I'm saying? This is something big, something ain't nobody never done. Drake and Future.
Subliminal.
I mean, he probably was going, something ain't nobody got. It's all allegedly. I don't know. The word I got, free bands and 21 Savage Crew, they don't get along. That's what I'm hearing. I don't know if it's true, but that's what I hear. It's allegedly some shit went down. Motherfucker sold somebody a condo, and when they bought the condo, they didn't know the nigga kept the keys and the door opener and all that shit to get in. So when the other nigga went out of town, the nigga that sold the condo to him went back in there and took shit. That's all alleged. That's what I'm hearing.
Damn. So there's some underlying. So it's like some street.
Okay. So maybe that happened and everybody kind of like split. And when shit like that happen, niggas might be like, yo, I don't want to be around they niggas. You don't want to be around they niggas. So like maybe that's why those two rappers, because I've never really seen Future and Savage like do stuff together, right? Again, I keep telling you that we only seen that one song. Now, clearly they haven't been around each other, but Savage has spoken very highly of Future. The thing with Future though, Future don't really talk. Like the last time he's done an interview was like mad long ago. We don't know what Future think. He just kind of raps. So anyway, in trying to figure it out, and this is what I'm saying, that story that y'all are trying to go with off the Reddit, that don't really make sense to me. And the reason why it don't make sense to me is that why would let's say if that was the situation, why would that cause a rift with them if that happened last year when clearly they didn't fuck with each other for dumb long? You get what I'm saying? Yeah, and I don't think that happened anyway. I don't think it happened. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think it happened. Right? So I think Latto has a story that just ironically matches a Future song, but I really don't believe that's what it is. I don't. I really don't, honestly. Anyway, so still trying to figure out why. I really don't know. I'm clueless on this. I'm actually clueless on this. I don't know. It feels like Future shows love to Baby. We've seen him in Baby, been on a bunch of records. He shows love to Thug. But it's almost like, at least until now, he kind of act like Savage didn't ever exist. And he's one of the biggest in Atlanta. And he used to show love to Gunna until Gunna, whatever. I don't know. If y'all know, or because I went on the Reddit because if y'all know like what supposedly happened, y'all let me know. But for now, I'm gonna be like, this is a rumor. Fans are reaching. I don't believe it, but it is coincidental, but I don't believe it. Okay, now I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Atlanta needs like an emergency meeting. Honestly, they need an emergency meeting. I'm going to keep the same energy and also the same real talking points that I said last night. I think each rapper in Atlanta are going to have to start making some decisions. And this is the decision here, right? Especially the rappers who their music, their message, whatever they keep saying street shit, street shit, street shit. Now, here's the easiest option. There's 3 options. This is really option C, but it's the easiest and hardest option. The easiest option is saying, hey, listen, the streets are dead. This is music, not the streets, and I'm going to do music with whoever I want, and I don't care who told and who didn't tell. Now, the problem with that is that that is highly hypocritical. Okay? This is highly hypocritical because most of what these rappers has stood on in the last couple of years is pretty much based on street principles. So to just say now the streets don't matter doesn't look good. Now, the other two choices I keep saying, we have logic and loyalty. Right? And, Savage has said something before, and I wish he actually took his own advice, where when he was talking to Bank, he basically agreed that the problem with the streets is that the streets are now being dictated, or not dictated, but it's being debated with people that's not in the streets. And that is true. I'm not saying it's a problem, but it is true. Because here's the problem here. The streets, I don't believe, has ever been logical. But when you debate with people that ain't in the streets and it's now online, we're going to come from a place of logic. And this is the logical thing that everybody wants to see, and this is why I say the streets ain't logical. Number one, let's point this out. If it was logical that, if anyone is accused or if anyone talked to the cops, they're a rat, we don't talk to them. We learned through the court proceedings, y'all. Bunch of the YSL dudes were telling, none of them got cut off. I don't believe for a second that Young Thug only found out that Gunna a rat, Woody a rat, Yak a rat, this a rat, who this a rat. Come on, bro. You knew they were telling. So that's the part where I say that's not logic. That's loyalty. That's your man's. He ain't rat on the team. He ratted on the other guys, or come on. So you gave him a pass. Now, when it comes to this online shit, it's all about logic. And really, going back to what Savage's original point was, you shouldn't, some stuff shouldn't be online. Why are y'all bringing the street stuff? Well, I guess it's not why y'all bringing it, because their music is about this. So it's not like people getting in their business. Their music is about this, right? The internet wants logic. The internet's saying, well, since y'all are coming out and saying y'all don't like rats, fuck the rats. Well, the same way everybody ostracized Gunna for ratting, Woody for ratting, well, we just found out that technically maybe Thug could be seen in the same light, keep the same energy. And I think that this is where Atlanta is fucking up for anybody who, I think everybody but Pluto, because he never really indulged in this conversation. You know this? This is the first time we've seen this nigga? At least in this type of conversation. He's been exit stage left with all of this. We just keep hearing the same names. Baby, Wham, Spider, and now Savage. Everybody else is just to the left. Look at Offset. He don't say a word. He chill with Gunna. And I'm pretty sure he would make a song with Savage too. He don't give a fuck. And he would make a song with Future. The problem becomes the three rappers, they're catching heat. They're catching heat from the fans and from onlookers because they want them to make the logical decision. And I'm here to tell y'all the logical decision won't get made. And not only the logical decision won't get made. Again, I'm not a street dude, so I don't give a damn. If y'all want to ask, did Thug rat? I don't give a damn. And every time I ask about what ratting is, I think anytime if I ask 10 street niggas what ratting is, only probably what 6ix9ine did, they'll all agree that that's telling. Everybody else will be like, nah, they ain't telling. Nah, yo, you was 15, bro. Like, what do you expect him to do? Yo, that ain't telling, man. Like, his man was going to take the charge. Man, that ain't telling, man. Like, yo, you can't tell on a dead body. Like, there's a lot of, like, loopholes to this like, telling stuff. Right? So here's the problem that's happening. And I feel like this is stalling Atlanta because fans ain't letting it go. I ain't gonna lie. I thought y'all would have forgot about this shit. We'd have moved the fuck on. But people ain't letting this convo go. And I can't tell if it's because Gunna's successful, but this is what I guarantee everybody will be like, and I think that's why, see, I'm making this up because I don't know. And I'm telling you I'm making this up. I think this is why Wham fell back for a little bit. I think logically people wanted Wham to say, yo, I call a spade a spade. I'm going to keep it fair. The same way I don't fuck with Gunna for that. I don't fuck with P for that. Thug, I love you. I can't fuck with you either. And I think people were about to like go like, yeah, Wham, at least you keeping it 100. Now, granted, here's the thing. It's clear, Lil Baby and Young Thug are real friends. Like, they're friends. Like, that's what I'm saying loyalty comes in. Like, you could tell, like, these niggas probably show up to each other's, like, kids' birthday parties and shit like that. You know what I mean? Like, I'm pretty sure Wham, like, talked to Thug's mama while he was locked up. Do you think he gives a fuck that much to cut off this guy who is his friend for the internet? I think he thought about it. Like, should I? After he came back around, like, fuck that, man. But that's the thing. That's why I keep saying there is no logic in the streets. Because if we go back to the Thug thing, I don't think that Thug could get on a song and say, Gunna a rat, Woody a rat, Yak a rat, this a rat. Like, he named 8 rats. And he never knew this until he got locked up. So he knew that people were telling, but out of loyalty and love, he allowed them to still be in the inner circle of YSL. So this is what I'm trying to say. The rappers involved with this, they're not cutting off Thug. And fans, I feel like fans want them to ostracize Thug on some keep the same energy shit. I don't know why they be like teetering though. I feel like all of them should just come out and say, yo, I get it, but that's our mans, and I don't give a fuck what y'all niggas say. Call us hypocrites, but that's our mans. The problem is, I think fans are still operating like logic applies. I'm telling y'all 50 different ways where logic doesn't apply. And in the streets, niggas do make exceptions. Now, do I give a fuck? No, not really. But I do like to see how this is actually if you ask me, is having career effect on people. Like, Lil Baby went into hiding and stopped picking up the phone. Like, what the fuck? And it's not because, like, why you think that happened? Bro, Thug getting all this heat, probably the worst time to be seen with them. Yo, let's wait a couple months, like, wait till it blow over. Yes. So this does have some ramifications. I just don't know what these rappers do because they got to make a choice. Are you going to succumb to the internet? And yes, you might get a career boost because, yes, I think fans would support them. I think whatever rapper that says, yo, either one or two things. Hey, I'm going to be honest. If we cut off Gunna, we got to cut off Thug. That rapper getting mad support. And any rapper who says, yo, if we gonna rock with Thug, we rocking with Gunna. Fuck it. And we not doing that blackballing shit. Gunna, my bad. I'm sorry for dragging your name. And by the way, that's another angle. This, like, every time I see Thug tweet about, like, and I hear people talk about, even Savage said that, like, Gunna apologizing. Why the fuck would Gunna apologize? I think fans, Gunna would be the biggest idiot, and I get why the idea of him apologizing, right? But he would be the biggest idiot to apologize. Yo, they took 2 years plotting to destroy your career, and now you're finally selling a little bit more than everybody, why the fuck would you then like get on your knees like, please take me back? Fuck no. Fuck no. You get what I'm saying? Fuck no. So he would be an idiot to apologize. And I think it's like a stalemate. I think the easiest option is to say, yo, bro, listen, man. Yo, are they going to call it ratting? Maybe not. But like, let me use these alternate terms. Yo, man, we need to stop this bullshit. Thug did bad. Gunna did bad. Yo, bro, we were all family. We went through some crazy shit, but this is what happened when niggas is in the streets. Yo, let's all make music together. But here's the thing, I don't think you could go back. I don't think Gunna want nothing to do with them niggas, bro. I think Gunna looking around right now while he doing his CrossFit, you know what I mean? He like doing jumping jacks, burpees. He's running 5 miles and shit. I think he's looking like, y'all need me. I'm good. Honestly. I think that's what he's looking at. But I do think, I don't know how these artists come back or fix this that fans will respect it. And this is why I think Future just like, Future laughing to the bank. You know why? He never indulged in this conversation of who's telling, which by the way, Future makes the same calls as well. He just don't speak on it. The problem with and again, everybody does this hypocritical shit in a sense, what fans think is hypocritical. Future does too. He don't speak on it. I told y'all, Future signed Boston Richie. At first, he wouldn't do a song with Boston Richie because of the snitching allegations. The thing is, he's not coming out and saying, fuck Boston Richie. That's the problem. So these guys, and I think it's because of Thug. Remember, it was Thug that kind of like was using them as mouthpieces, right? Pause. So now, they're all out there. And then people are saying, well, what about Thug? And it makes it tricky. Because honestly, bro, if no one knew that like people were going against Gunna that much or ostracizing him and blackballing him to a certain extent and Dirk calling him out and Baby dissed him a couple times. If it was seen like, niggas kind of like look the other way or whatever the case is, no one would be thinking about how they're going to deal with Thug and if they're going to keep the same energy. It's a very bad position. There's no win. I can't see, like, listen, I'm a PR expert. I'm not a street expert, but I'm a PR expert. And I'm like, what could these rappers do to kind of like make this make sense and people be like, oh, nah, that's some real nigga shit right there. Well, the way I think that would help their career is to say, yo, fuck that, we're just doing music. Both of y'all did bad. But then the perception of what they supposedly stood for in the streets is going to come under fire. Well, you call that guy a rat. Why would you do a song with a rat? See, that's the thing. The name calling, the scarlet letter, puts you in a place where you can't walk it back. You can't walk it back. And that's where the PR nightmare is. And then they hold your feet to the fire to say, well, what about Thug? And then you kind of have to like, you got to ride out with the love and loyalty and say, nah, maybe he talked a little bit too much, but nah, you got to create a different reality. And here's the thing what I realized. We could even play from, there's, and I'm being honest here, chat, like, and I hope y'all don't think, like, I don't got no problem with Thug, bro. Like, I really don't. Bro, I'm a civilian. I don't give two fucks. Like, bro, I don't care because my favorite Thug song right now is when he's calling other niggas rats. I love it. Gunna a rat. Woody a rat. Yeah, I love it. So, I don't care. Like, this idea, this is for the streets, quote unquote, they care. But what I realize is that outside of Atlanta, I'm gonna be honest with you. If we did a poll of like rappers or these street dudes, it looks like it would probably be at least 75% of people that would probably say what Young Thug did is whatever. Not in Atlanta, though. Like, this is Albion from Jersey. Listen what he says.
They stick together so much that they stick by their rats too, you heard? The same energy I had with Gunna, the same energy I had with that nigga Woody. How that shit with Doug, man? What y'all scared of that? Ain't baby, I get DP, man. Atlanta stick together so much that they stick by their rats too, you heard? The same energy I had with Gunna, the same energy I had with that nigga Woody. How that shit with Doug, man? What y'all?
Okay. And I realize this is the popular consensus, but not in Atlanta. Like in Atlanta, they look at it very different and very nuanced. Why? Because that's the big homie and that's her friend. And I get it. You know what I mean? I get it. So what point am I making here, people? The point I'm making here is that the streets ain't a logical place. The streets pick and choose. And you get to realize the more you watch, like, even trials or whatever, and that's why I brought up the Young Thug thing where he names, like, 8 rats, quote-unquote, that were in YSL. But if you watch the trial, these guys were cooperating since 2015. So it's no way he was in court like, oh, my God, y'all all rats. No, he knew it before. So what I keep saying is that I believe what's part of street culture is usually when it's your man's, if he, quote unquote, did bad or he told, you'll forgive him under certain circumstances. Oh, he just told on the ops. Oh, all right. Fuck them niggas anyway. Fuck them. Right? He didn't tell on us. You could pick and choose. The worst part is that the internet's now being involved, and the internet don't look at the relationship Thug might have with these guys. That Thug used to give Baby money to go to the studio. You got to think about these things, chat. Like, you think, bro, and here's the thing. I just wish these rappers would stand on it. Yo, if Thug's my friend and I gained $300 million out of rap, and he used to find me when I had rotten teeth on the corner and I was about to go hustle, and he would say, nah, youngin', yo, take this bread and go rap. Go to the studio, and rap worked out for me. Fuck what y'all are talking about ratting. That's my friend. And that's the thing. Since when does street codes like go over friendship? Yo, Lil Baby and Young Thug are friends. That's it. Like, I would just love for him to just say, that's my friend. I don't give a fuck what y'all say he did. Even if he's wrong, he's right to me. Fuck it. Because honestly, loyalty and love actually really does trump logic. It's only when you have strangers viewing a situation, they expect everything to go off logic. Well, you didn't forgive him for that. Why are you going to forgive him? Because I fuck with him more. What are you talking about? That nigga I don't really know like that. I always thought he was fucking weird. This guy's my mans. That's what's happening in Atlanta, right? It's cool though. We all do it. But nobody wants to act like they're standing on that. They're like, nah. They're like, nah, like it's different. No, it's not different. But that's just your friend. And it's okay. Like, it's the same thing like, yo, when people be like, yo, 6ix9ine your friend. Yup. It's my friend. What's the problem? Yo, you know, he sent mad people to jail. Okay, yeah, that's my friend though. Like, what do you want me to do? Still my friend. It's still my friend. I don't know what to tell y'all. He's my friend. I'm not a street dude, but like, okay. All right, let me say. Ooh, I don't want to bring up another name. Let me just keep it with that. That's all I'm saying, chat. I feel like people would understand and like, you know, just stop the soapboxing. And also, this is the last part I do believe that these rappers, They keep saying that Gunna owes them an apology. They owe Gunna an apology. Online. Because on a PR level, it doesn't look like Gunna hurt y'all career while y'all all conspired to kill his. If a bunch of niggas plotted, yo, man, when you see that nigga, shoot at him, I'm gonna trip him, you do this, and y'all try to kill him for 2 years, and he somehow survived. It's, yes, granted, did he commit the first sin? Yes. But the way how fans see it, and this is why I keep saying the street shit online, they don't look at it to say, oh, Gunna is the reason you almost went to prison. They're like, bro, you didn't go to prison. Even with him saying what he said. I get it. Remember Thug was emotional? He's like, when I see this name on the paper, like, how could you do it, man? Now, I get it. But they also do look at it like, well, for all the things you were locked up for, nigga, that's because of you. So they don't blame Gunna for you being locked up, nor do they blame Gunna for how long you stayed in jail. And you didn't get sent up the river, even though you could have. And maybe if that did happen, they would have hated Gunna a little bit more, honestly. Maybe, I think they would. But it didn't happen. And when you have logical people who don't know y'all, who isn't sitting in jail with y'all, they're like, yeah, you lost some time of your life. He lost some time of his life being behind bars. Whoop-de-doo, y'all both was out here doing some sort of gangster shit. That's what comes with it. Does that make sense to anybody? Does that make sense to anybody? Now, I'm explaining this conundrum because this is why this comes up. And it's kind of unfortunate. Like, I even hated posting this video because you give people like 6ix9ine the easiest chance for a slam dunk. Because 6ix9ine, like 6ix9ine is us. He's internet guy. He's an internet guy. You know what I mean? And no disrespect to him. But all he's going to do, he's going to apply logic to shit. And then accentuate it and make it funny and make it viral. Right? He says, I talk facts. Didn't I say this for the past 5 years? They all do the same and then cover it up when it's in their favor. When it's convenient for them. But people don't like facts. So it's always, no, it's different. But I'm so happy. Now y'all see the truth. This is a video he made.
Yo, if you watching this video, you about to hear some fucking facts. And people don't like the truth because it hurts them. I was going to do this video on TikTok. You know where you put the picture in the background and you start talking? But these facts right here need 100-inch. You see this bitch-ass sticker right here? Yo, listen, they going to skip this.
Don't talk about savage like that.
The facts hurts people's feelings. I just need y'all to know that. If I'm lying, I'm flying. Now, hear this out. This bitch-ass sticker says, yo, hold on, let's start with this. Gunna, Young Thug, y'all niggas fix that shit. Y'all love each other. Niggas knew Gunna wasn't no gangster when he told the first time. When he told the first time. And we swept it. We, not them. We, as the whole Atlanta. We swept it under the rug for you. You know, he wasn't trying to leave you to hang, nigga. Fuck the streets. Now it's fuck the streets when it's convenient for you. The album sales is not selling, nigga. The Drake stimulus pack is not selling, nigga. Now y'all talking about, yo, fuck the streets. I've been talking about this 5 years ago. Y'all bend and break the rules when it's convenient for y'all. When he told the first time. So you know, homie, a rat. But it's convenient for me, yo. My best friend could rap. You from Atlanta? He could rap. But y'all niggas can't. Yo, no, it's different. Bro, it's different. I've been saying this for 5 years. When he told the first time, we swept it under the rug. Where the morals? Ain't you a street nigga? Where your principle? Where your honor? You know whom you rap, but you swept it under the rug? It get worse. QCP, I told you to your face, you did wrong at the party, but I never bagged you on the internet. Why? Because it would have made the city look bad. Because you was putting all the young niggas on. And that would have fucked up the money. So you ready to eat from a rat? What happened to all good money, all money not good money? Y'all was just bashing Kodak. What happened to all good money not good money? Y'all niggas bend and break the rules when it's convenient for y'all, nigga.
Stop shouting, man. Calm it down, bro.
I walk shit down. Yo.
Okay. Unfortunately, I do believe that the majority of the internet is going to think like this. And this is why I said, bro, the only thing I could think of is niggas is coming out and say, yo, that's my friend, bro. That's my friend. I'm not turning on my friend. That nigga helped me at times in my life. That's my friend. And in my eyes, you can say some shit like that. In my eyes, he ain't do whatever. But the internet will never be happy. But whoever's on the internet that's waiting on people to cut their friend off because y'all want them to. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I would think it would be sad if, like, I was watching a Baby thing. And I'm like, yo, I think if Baby would have not talked all that pillow talk shit, there was no pillow. Why did Wham not pick up the phone? Man, it's clear he was probably getting a clear head trying to make a decision. Yo, am I going to go against this? I'm going to still rock with him. If he had went against Thug, that would have been a career decision. Yo, I bet. Now I go against Thug. I went against Gunna. I don't really fuck with P. I could come out and I could rap that I'm the realest nigga out. I'm the nigga who I don't tolerate that, and I keep it the same with any type of nigga who blah, 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 blah. Now, granted, you'd be a bad friend and fake, but that's a career move. At the end of the day, they're friends. At the end of the day, Thug helped put him on. So, I think it went just like how it should go. I just don't know how Atlanta kind of moves past this. Atlanta, you know what? I think they do move past it, but it starts with Thug. Thug, you gotta stop acting like you're the king of the streets, bro. Every time you talk, it feels like you're laying rules for the streets because you did that time in jail. And everybody there, they fucking despise the hypocrisy of it. Because that's what they're seeing. Because if Thug came out and just made some records like Ski, and like, I'm not saying he can't talk crazy and talk tough. As I said, I love when he said so-and-so rap, blah, blah. It's just that it's when y'all trying to enforce it. And the blackballing is, come on now. But again, I think it starts from Thug. And I hope, and also I look at Savage's tweet as, yo, he's kind of like, he's trying to encourage Thug and Gunna to get along. But I think he knows that Thug has like this pride, but also not really pride, but he's hurt. Thug thinks that Gunna is going to come to the table first and apologize. And I'm saying, if I'm Gunna, you couldn't pay me millions of dollars to apologize to that nigga. So, you know what I mean? The reality, if this could get any better, it got to start from Thug, kind of, you know, opening and bridging the gap with Gunna, and then maybe they all pop out together at some point. But here's the problem. They're all going to look like hypocrites because they all kind of was saying that they don't fuck with whatever. You know what I mean? Anyway, as you guys know, Baby did pop out to his show. That's his Atlanta homecoming show.
Shout out my label, that's me. I'm in this bitch TV. I'm in this bitch flow train. I just told up me an A. Real nigga all in my face. 500 racks in my safe. 500 racks in the plug. What you know about showing love? What you know about pulling up?
And Billy Trucks, maybe. Okay. There we go. I think we have explained in a nutshell the Atlanta conundrum. The Atlanta conundrum. They said, what do I think Dirk is going to say? Well, Dirk is incarcerated. I would think he's not saying anything of much, and he probably doesn't care. I think he probably is reflected on some of his decisions. I think Dirk probably looks at this and says, yo, I should have treated the niggas I met in rap like rap niggas and kept the street shit in the streets, if that makes sense. Okay. All right. Anything else? By the way, this is also an opportunity for Lucci to kind of like score some points. There is nothing surrounding Lucci in terms of people saying, "Oh, well, I guess some people be like, yo, well, why would you piece it up with Thug?" But I don't think that people really are killing him for that. I think people kind of look at it like, yo, bro, we heard no smut on your name. You went through it, whatever you went through, and you still alive, even though someone did die, clearly. But people look at him and he gets a lot more credit for him holding it down. And by the way, there was an opportunity for him to tell on Young Thug, and he didn't do it. Okay? All right. Let me see what else. Anything more about Atlanta? By the way, Gunna in Boston, Richie cooling. Anything else more about Atlanta? No, right? Okay. Give me